Here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of climate change monitoring in Northwest Territories, where we're talking about fieldwork, experiences, safety, planning, and experiences in the field. So this video, we're gonna take a sneak peek into different people's experiences in the field. We've got interviews with students, research technicians, and research associates to kind of get a feel for what we can expect based on the answers that they give us. So here we have Vincent Graveline, who is a master's student who is co-supervised by Oliver Sonnentag of University of Montreal, who you would have met last week, as well as Manuel Helbig of Dalhousie. So Vincent researches the impact of Arctic tree line migration on regional climate and atmospheric dynamics. Super interesting stuff. So Vincent, maybe you can start us off by telling us what your main duties are and what your main role is when you're in the field. And thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thanks to you, Emma. Yeah, as you said, I'm a student, so when I'm going to the field for now, it's mainly about collecting data for my project. I did some at my bachelor's and this summer too for my project about tree line migration. And yeah, when I'm not collecting data, I help other people with their project or collecting data, or also I'm there to learn things. So I learned a lot about the Edicorian stuff this summer, and yeah, also about setting up a field campaign, try to organize my own field campaign. So yeah, I'm there to learn.
Yeah, I think that's really relatable, because setting up that field campaign is such a big part of everyone's work and really important in order to get everything done. That's for sure. Yeah, great. Okay, so our first question for Vincent today. When setting up a successful and enjoyable day in the field, is there a specific concept or practice that you like to do in order to make your day feel successful, and why?
Yeah, sure. I think the most important thing is to plan the day in advance. Or the day before, the week before. I think everything planned in advance, because there's field work take a lot of time, and if it's not well planned, you're gonna miss sometimes. And there's always something that happen or like can disturb your plan. So if you're well planned, you can adapt to this situation and everything. And yeah, also in the morning, I like to take the time to prepare the right equipment, to be comfortable in the field, and to bring the good tool or the right tool, because it's gonna make the work a lot more fun and enjoyable if you're comfortable.
Definitely, and then you don't have to make those trips back to camp if you've packed the wrong thing or forgotten a tool. Yeah, that's a great point. All right, so our second question. Over the course of a typical day working in the field, what is your favorite time of day and related activity or task, and why? So this doesn't have to necessarily be work related. It could be a leisurely activity as well. So you can be creative with this one.
Yeah, I think I have several time of the day that I enjoy. The first one is in the morning, when you're packing all your stuff and like you feel motivated to like go in the field, and you think to yourself, oh, it's gonna be a good day, it's gonna be nice. And another one is when you're really focused on your work, or when you're really into your work, and maybe in the afternoon, like listening to your music and doing your work. It's really fun. And I think the best time for me, it's in the evening, when you have finished to wrap up your day, and after that is just enjoying the time in the camp or in the field, chatting with other people or playing cards, and making dinner. It's really nice. Yeah.
I think that's so good to mention that we do have fun in the field. We do work, but we have a lot of fun as well. So thanks for bringing that up. That's great. All right, so the third question, during what circumstances are you the most safety conscious in the field? And what do you do to decrease or minimize these perceived risks?
I'm especially safety conscious when I'm alone in the field. You should avoid to go alone in remote places. But when I do, I'm really aware of like any danger that could happen, because you don't know, it can be from animals or tool you're using. And if you're alone and you arm yourself, it can be more difficult to not get out of there, but to get out of this situation. And yeah, so you should avoid to go alone anywhere if you're out of sight of the camp or other people. And also when there's another people that is doing something risky. For example, this summer, Emma, you and Gab, you were climbing a tower, Eddy Currents Tower, and you need to be like aware, if something happened, what can I do in the moment to help if the people get harmed. And yeah, I think the best way to what's the word?
Like decrease the risk.
Yeah, the best way to decrease the risk would be to talk to the people you're going out in the field with, because like if you're aware of the danger, then I think you can respond more rapidly to them or be more prepared.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes the people that are doing the risky activities might know these dangers and might think, oh, it's okay, I've done it a million times. But if they don't communicate that with you, it could be a lot harder, for sure. Yeah, great. Well, thank you. Okay, so this one's a fun one. Do you have a fieldwork related story or experience that you can share that has significantly impacted your life in a positive way? It doesn't have to be a specific story if you don't have one. Maybe it's an entire season.
Yeah, sure. In my bachelor's, I did some field campaign, and I met really nice people that are still my friends today. So yeah, it's cool, and it's a lot of great memories too. And also this summer in my 2021 field campaign, it was it made a lot of great memories, because it was the first time that I was traveling this far alone to remote places. And also there I meet really nice people, and practically talking, I had the chance to practice my English a lot there. And yeah, so it's a positive thing. And I experienced a lot of new things, like helicopter tour. I discovered a new region, so it's a lot of great memories. And every time we're going in the field, it's like that.
Yeah, I like what you said about the connections and people, because we're working with people pretty much all day. And so, yeah, most of the time, if we're lucky and everyone gets along, they become really great friends, which is more than I think we could ask for. So
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. During what field campaign or period of field work did you learn the most technical skills, and what were these skills?
Yeah, I think again it's this 2021 summer campaign in at Trail Valley Creek near Inuvik, because I was there to learn skills, if we can say. So I learned a lot about how eddy covariance measurements are made, and I experienced a new type of measurement there by launching weather balloon. So I learned that too. I could do this at other places now. And also when I was helping other people, I learned to take soil moisture and temperature measurement, and also permafrost probing. So it was all the first time I was doing this. So I learned a lot in this field campaign.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of skills. Do you mind elaborating on your method that you use to launch weather balloons?
Yeah. It was not an experimental type of sound. It's like I was using a homemade sound. I think in I don't remember where they're from, but what I was doing, I was attaching my sound to a normal balloon and filling them up with helium. And when I was launching them, the data was transferred in real time by a radio signal into my computer, and I was able to see atmospheric profile of temperature and humidity, and I'm using these in my project. So yeah, it was the first time that these type of data were collected there, and I think in the next year they're going to continue to do this. So
yeah, that's really cool that you've started this method and it works well enough and people are going to continue it. And yeah, I think that's great. And thanks for the context, because I'm sure everyone watching here would have seen a little snippet of you doing that in the field, like a little video. So it's great to understand what you were doing there. Awesome. Okay, so this next question, with science communication, I find it's a bit hard sometimes to get people to understand, because we look at really niche processes, really specific questions that can be hard to convey to a general audience. So is there one thing you wish people could understand, like right away, immediately, about the research and or work that you do?
Yeah, I think what's important to keep in mind when you talk to a researcher or anybody that is doing research, that the small question that they're trying to answer or develop the knowledge around it, it's always like a part of a bigger question. So for example, if I take my project of understanding the impact of the boreal tree line migration in the tundra, it's important for the specific region, but it's also going to help us to understand better the interaction between the surface and the atmosphere, and this can be integrated in like more general question. So yeah, and also that the data, this is something like I wish people would understand better, that data that are collected, they take a lot of work and time to collect, and sometimes we take data for granted on the internet, and we can be critical about them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these are bad data, but they're really hard to get. So we should be more thankful and about these.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we can always learn something from data, and through this project where we're mostly going out and doing field work, we'll see a little bit of the data, but we'll mostly learn how hard it is to get that data. So it's nice to hear you say that, to give everyone a bit of a warning as to how much the data really means. Yeah. Okay, so our last question for today. This one's also a fun one. What is one personal item that you pack when going into the field that you would never forget or hope to never forget, and why?
It's my headphones.
Okay.
It's really easy. Yeah, it's not a work-related object or anything, but yeah, I really enjoy music, and personally, music can change my mood in a day. So yeah, it can. If the day is going bad and I listen to good music, the day is gonna be better. Or if the day is good, then it's just gonna be even better.
Yeah, definitely.
And then in the evening, it's at the end of the day, I always like to listen to some music. before going to bed. It helped me think, and that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's nice to have something comfortable, and music can be that, whether it's comfortable or stimulating or relaxing for a lot of people. And when we don't have, you know, those things that make us feel those ways at home, it can be really nice to bring that into the field. I like that. Yeah, I feel like we really demonstrated that this past summer in the field, where Vincent and a group of us at Trail Valley Creek, one of the sites that we go to, we would play music during the day all day and have dance parties. So it does really bring in the fun, and it can change the mood. And I think that it's, yeah, really valuable. So thanks for your answer there. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Vincent. That's all of the questions that I have for today. So hopefully everyone watching kind of got a bit of an insight on the different perspective of what you can expect when going into the field. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you for next week's content. And yeah, thank you so much, Vincent.
You're welcome. It was nice.
All right, take care.